मेरे को अप्लाई कर रहा हूँ।
ನೋಡಿದನು ನೋಡಿದನು ಇವನ ಇದ್ದ ಪರಶುರಾಮ ಅವ್ನು ದಯಾನಂದ ತಂದೊಂದು ಇಂಟರ್ವ್ಯೂ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದ DS ದಯಾನಂದ ಸತೀಶ ಹಿಂಗದ ಅವ್ ಗುಲ್ಬರ್ಗದ ಅವಂದ ಅಕೌಂಟ್ ಅದ ಅವಂದೇನೋ ವಿಡಿಯೋ ನೋಡಿದ್ದ ಭಾಳ ಸಸ್ತದಾಗ ಕೊಡ್ತಾರ ಮನಿ
Hey
ಹಂಗ
Manoj, can you put yourself on mute?
ಸಾರಿ ಶೂರ್
Hello guys. Hello guys, can someone confirm if you're able to hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
yes sir
Okay. We'll start in a few minutes. Actually, there is a power cut in my area, so I don't know if my internet is good enough. All of you can hear my voice clearly?
Yes, yes.
Okay,
Yes,
we'll
sir.
start. We'll start in a few minutes. Because I said 4:10, so we'll wait till 4:10. All of you are able to see the screen?
Class,
Yes,
sir.
yes.
Okay, okay. Okay, guys, we'll start the session. Can all of you hear me again? Just give me a confirmation, please. And are you able to see the screen?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, chalo, we'll start. By the way, I don't have power, so I'm using my phone hotspot. If my voice breaks or something happens in between, please bear with me for today, okay? Okay, let us get started, guys. So, what were we doing in the previous class? Can someone quickly give me a recap of what did we do and what did you guys practice over the weekend? Uh, what are the topics that you have understood? Is there something that you have facing any difficulty, just let me know. Anyone wants to share their thoughts on what is happening? Anyone? So I think in the previous class we were talking about OOPS, right? So we were discussing OOPS and we were learning about few concepts like pillars of OOPS, right? So we talked about inheritance and then we talked about polymorphism and after that we talked about abstraction. Is that correct? Can someone explain these concepts to me? What is inheritance? What is abstraction? What was the concept of abstraction? How did we implement it in Python? What are abstract methods? Not able to recall or did not understand? Did you guys check out the assignment? Did you guys practice? I'd shared few things in the class that I asked you to implement. For example, this cricketer class, student class, right? And I wanted you to implement a few things in the human class. At the same time, I also gave some assignment. Did you guys go through it? Did you not try it? Did you try it, but you were not able to solve it? Share something. No? Okay. Guys, are you able to hear what I'm asking? Okay, fine, chalo. We'll move ahead then. We'll talk about the fourth pillar of OOPS. So we talked about abstraction, we talked about polymorphism, and then we talked about inheritance also, right? So there's one thing that we have not discussed, and that is called as encapsulation. Okay. So today's class will talk about encapsulation, and after that we will discuss a few things that we did not discuss earlier, and we will also talk about exception handling. These few things we will discuss today. Okay. So let me add it in this sheet itself. So let us talk about encapsulation. Okay. Have you guys heard of this word encapsulation? Or have you heard of the word capsule? Okay. Encapsulation basically means bundling the methods and variables together. Okay, so whenever we are writing class, you know that whenever we are writing a class, we are adding some methods and we are creating methods and variables together, right? And at the same time, there is one more aspect of encapsulation, which is about protecting the access to certain methods and attributes. Now, what does this mean? Okay, so let us try to understand this using an example. Okay, that what does it mean to protect the access to certain methods and attributes? So let us try to take an example of a class called a bank account. Suppose I'm creating a class called bank account. Okay, so can someone tell me what are the methods or what variables will be present in a bank account class? If you use your imagination, you know about bank account in a real sense, a real life aspect. So what if we had to implement a bank account in a programming language? What are the things that we would do? Account number. Okay, fine. Account number. So it will have, if we want to create a bank account, okay, so we will have to provide self and we'll have to provide account number. Fine. What else? What will a bank account number have? Holder name. Okay, account name, branch name. Correct. So we can have a branch name, and we can have a holder, account holder. Okay, many other things also, but for now let us keep only this much. Okay, so how will we create it? We'll create, and it will also have some balance. Okay, of course it will have some balance. So let us come here and let us say self dot account number will be equal to account account number. Okay, and self dot holder name will be equal to holder name I hope all of you are now very comfortable with creating classes and writing these init methods. Self dot branch name is equal to branch name. Okay, and branch name, let me keep
Holder
it
name
as,
will be the account holder actually.
sorry,
Holder name is not there. Account holder would be there.
account holder, ठीक है, या इसको holder name कर देते हैं, ठीक है. And this branch name, let me keep it as none. I don't want to enter these things. Okay, account number, holder name, and balance. Let me add balance also. Self dot balance is equal to balance. Now tell me what methods will be there. These are the attributes we have added, right? These are instance attributes. And what can be a class variable here? Any idea? What can be a class variable? Deposit. Deposit can't be a class variable. Deposit withdraw methods, correct. Deposit and withdraw methods can be there. Def deposit, okay. There will be a method, and def withdraw. Okay. Now you can ask that what is the purpose of deposit method? What will be the purpose of deposit method? What will happen when we deposit something? You will say, sir, obviously deposit method is needed to add some balance. To add some balance. When you go to an ATM machine earlier, nowadays I don't know how much ATM machine is used, but earlier days we used to go to ATM with cash and we can deposit. We can put some cash in the ATM machine and it can go into our bank account. We can also withdraw some money from the ATM machine. Usually we use ATM machines for withdrawing. I don't know how many of you have seen. We can also deposit money using a ATM machine. Or if you go to bank, for example, right? If you go there and you get the deposit slip, you put the amount and you fill a form and money gets deposited, right? So similarly, we are trying to create that situation here. We are creating a method called deposit, and we are also creating a method called withdraw. Okay, this is needed to withdraw some money. Okay, now you will say that, sir, what is the need for this deposit and withdraw? Because if we want to change the balance, suppose we want to add something to the balance or we want to remove something from the balance, we can do it directly also, right? So here we can create one account. I can create account. I will say my account, and this will be a bank account. Okay, and here I will put account number. Account number is equal to 1234, and I will say holder name. Okay, the holder name is suppose Manpreet. Okay, and I'm adding some balance here. Suppose Manpreet is opening a bank account with balance of 5,000. Fine. So this is fine. I can come here and I can say my account dot account number is this, and my account dot balance is equal to 5,000. Now suppose if someone is saying that, okay, we need to withdraw some money, okay, or we need to deposit some money, directly I can do this, right? My account dot balance is equal to, suppose Manpreet wants to deposit 2,000 rupees. So what will be the new balance? It can become 7,000. I can do like this, and then if I come and do here balance, this will be 7,000. So I can do like this, right? There is no problem. So what is the need to create this deposit method and withdraw method? Can someone tell me? Mohammed Saif is saying that if the current balance is less than withdraw, then it will create a problem. I will check while doing it, no problem. I will put some if condition and I will do that. So if we need, what is the reason?
Yeah.
Kanhaiya is saying if we need to
It
create
is,
more account. Tell me.
sir, it is reusable.
Reusable means?
We should not modify the values again and again, right? So
But if you do
whenever we
deposit, then also value will be modified only, no?
yeah, correct.
Then
The security wise is a problem, right?
security, correct. Security. Why? Because if we want to deposit or withdraw some money, we simply cannot go to the bank and we can add the money inside the bank software, right? It will go through some process. And the actual balance of some person is actually a protected attribute. Okay, we cannot simply go and access it. For example, if I want to see how much money you have in your account, I cannot do that. And if I want to put some money in your account, I cannot do it just like that. There is a process that has to be followed, right? If I want to give you some money, then I have to take your account number, IFSC code, I have to add you as a payee in my net banking system, or I need your UPI ID. Then using that UPI ID, I have to give you money. For that UPI ID also, you have to do some KYC. So there is a lot of process. So in a sensitive thing like a bank account, simply you cannot go and increase or decrease your balance, right? So this balance here, we will say this balance here, this is a protected, or we can say private attribute. We need to control the access to this. Okay, we need to control the access to this. Internally, this bank account can make whatever change it wants to do to this balance. Okay, but from a user perspective, user cannot directly go and modify this balance. He has to go through some method, which is deposit and withdraw. And we will write some custom logic inside this deposit and withdraw that will allow us. For example, someone said in the chat that if current balance is less than withdraw, correct? So here I'm saying, what I told you was that I can do it outside. But if I'm doing it outside, I might do it correctly, I might do it in a wrong way. Okay, so it should not be, I should not be allowed to make that change. I should only be allowed to press on the deposit button and give the money. Now, what happens inside that the bank will take care of it. Right? Similarly, when I want to withdraw some money, I simply cannot go and to the bank locker and I can take out money. No, I have to go, I have to fill a form, the person will check, and then they will give me the money. They will make some entries in their register and all that. If you're doing it through net banking also, there is a lot of process. We cannot directly access some sensitive information. Similarly, when we created this employee class, you see here, we were having one attribute called salary, right? So to modify salary, we have to go through a method called give promotion, because when we give promotion, then only salary will increase. Or we can create one more method called increase salary or decrease salary. We cannot directly go and say that employee.salary is equal to 50,000. We should not be able to make that change, right? There should be a process. And we should expose to the user only an interface. And see here, little bit abstraction and these things are getting mixed. We will create an interface where a user will be able to modify a private or a protected variable through some methods. So making this thing as a private or protected attribute, that thing constitutes as encapsulation. Did you guys understand? Now you will say how to make this like that, because if I create this, if I've created this balance here, and even if I create this method, suppose I will create this deposit method. In the deposit method, I will give some amount and I will put one check here saying that self dot balance is equal to self dot balance plus amount. Okay, and we can put a check that amount should not be negative. If amount less than 0, okay, then we can give some error. I think I have not shown you errors, right? I'm just writing this. Okay, I will explain this to you later. I will raise an exception here. Basically, I will give an error to the user saying that invalid amount. Okay, I will talk about exceptions in a little while today itself. Invalid amount entered. Okay, we also have to push. We also need to put some more checks. For example, amount should be numerical, right? Amount should be greater than 0. Amount cannot be like someone has said apple, mango, banana, elephant. Like that, it cannot be. It has to be a number also. So we have to make that check also. For now, we are not making that check, but actually we have to make that check also. If that check is not there, then something wrong can happen, right? But for now, let us just assume that it will be a numerical value, and if it is less than 0, then we will raise an exception. Otherwise, we will increase the balance by that amount. We'll say self.balance plus amount. Are you guys following what I'm saying? Okay. Similarly, for withdraw also, what we will do, self.balance is equal to self.balance minus withdraw amount. If, and here also we'll put if withdraw, sorry, here also withdraw we'll have amount. Sorry, here we will have amount, and we'll say if amount greater than self dot balance, which means we are trying to withdraw more money than what is there in our balance, then we can raise one exception that insufficient funds. Okay. And I will raise one exception. Also, we have to make one check here that if amount is less than 0, then we will raise another exception. Okay. Otherwise, we will put one here, and we can also add one print statement. Okay. That we can say amount deposited, your new balance is what can we say? Self dot balance. We can give this print message also. So see what we are doing. We are trying to control what happens when someone is putting deposit. Okay. And here there can be many other things also. This is a very, very simplistic example, but actually there will be so many other things here in case of an actual bank logic. Are you guys following? Okay. Here also we can put one withdrawn. Okay. Your new balance is this. Okay. Your new balance is self dot balance. Okay. So now we can try this. Okay. We can do this and we can come here and we can say that my account dot the balance is 5,000. Now I will come here and I will say my account. I want to deposit something. So I will deposit 4,000. Okay. So you see it says 4,000 deposited. Your new balance is 9,000. I can come here and I can try this again and it says 9,000. Similarly, I can also withdraw my account dot withdraw and I can say 3,000. It says 3,000 withdrawn. Your new balance is 6,000. Again, if we check my balance, it is 6,000. So far, so good. Everything is working. But you will say that, sir, you have done all this, but initially you told that I don't want to modify this balance directly. But if I want, so far, if I want, I can modify it directly also. Suppose if I'll say my account dot balance is equal to 7,000. Now you see it has become it has changed. Instead of 7,000, I want to make it 30,000. It has become 30,000. So then what is the need? Directly also, if we are able to access it, then what is the need of doing all this drama here? Okay. Are you guys having that question?
Sir, I have one question. When you
Please.
pass the amount value on the function, right, in the top function,
Hmm.
so can we pass self dot amount? Is it possible?
Self dot amount where?
When the definition withdraw, right? Dip withdraw self comma amount.
Where here?
Here, yeah.
See,
Can
how
we
can it
pass
be
self dot amount?
where self dot amount? Here. This one.
Yeah, that one I'm asking.
How can it be self dot amount? What does self dot amount mean? Self dot amount means amount
The
is a attribute of that object.
particular objects. Yeah,
But does
correct.
that object have amount as an attribute? The account is having account number, holder name, balance, and branch name.
Correct. Yes.
Then how will you write self dot amount? And also you think that the money that I am trying to give to your account, suppose I am trying to give you 10,000 rupees.
Okay.
Suppose, then is 10,000 rupees your characteristic?
No, it's not. That is a new thing.
It's a new thing and it's not needed also. Because today I'm giving you 10,000, tomorrow someone will give you 5,000, someone will give you 3,000. Those 5,000, 3,000, 10,000, those are not your attributes. Your attribute is your balance.
Okay.
How much money you
Got it.
have. I am making a change in that money. So that change need not be your attribute.
Got it.
Okay.
Hmm.
But the question is that I'm having this self dot balance. I can anyway modify this self dot balance. Right. So how will I protect it so that someone should not be able to access this balance directly?
Okay.
What will I do?
Yeah, got it. Sir, in other languages, we have some abstract method, right? But why do we need to create the package here in the Python
Sorry.
ABC pack? When in other languages we can define the abstract class directly, but why do we need to define the ABC package in the Python? So can't it support directly?
No, Python
Cannot it
does not.
support?
Python does not separate. Python does not support abstract methods directly. Other languages it is there, okay, but that is not what we are discussing right now.
Yeah, right. Just okay. Right.
Python does not support abstract methods
That's
natively.
okay.
Okay.
Yeah,
So
right.
you can say that I can rename this variable from balance to something else so that outside person will not know that which variable contains the number, right? That is one solution, but that is not a very good solution. So in other languages, we have a provision to declare some methods or attributes as private or protected or public. Okay, right now this is public, but in Python there is no such thing. Okay, directly Python does not stop you from accessing some attribute outside, but there are some conventions. Okay, so what is a convention? The convention is that we can create public, protected, and private variables. Okay, now this protected and private, these are only conventions. Okay, technically they are not private or protected. If someone wants, they will be able to access it, but it creates a convention that it should not be accessed. Okay, now what do I mean that it can be accessed but it should not be accessed? It is little bit confusing. Fine, so let us try to clarify that. So if I create this balance, okay, and if I make this balance like this, if I add one underscore here, if I add one underscore here, okay, this means in Python language, in Python understanding, that this is a private variable. Adding not private, protected, adding an underscore indicates that this is a, one second, that this is a protected attribute. Okay, going forward also, when you learn about different libraries in Python, numpys, pandas, or when you are learning about statistics, etc., you will see that many times when you create some kind of object from some class, it will have some attribute which will have an underscore before it. So underscore before it means that it should not be accessed. It can be accessed. Access कर सकते हैं. Okay, but we should not access it. Nobody is going to stop you. For example, when we are driving on the road, we are supposed to drive on the right hand side. If you are driving on the, we are supposed to drive on the left hand side. If you are driving on the right hand side, technically it is possible to drive it, but we should not do it. Right? So this adding underscore is kind of a gentleman's agreement in Python that we should not access this outside, or we should not try to make this change outside. Okay, so this is a protected attribute. So we can do this, and this will mean that whoever is using the software outside, he should not make this change. So what we can do, we can take this balance here like this, and we can put like this everywhere. We can make this like this. Okay, is everyone following? So see, my code is working. What happened? Somewhere I forgot to update it. Here you see I have to use underscore. So see, my code is breaking because I have to add underscore here. So we add one underscore here, it is working. Here also I can add an underscore, it is working. Okay, now you will say that, sir, what is the need for this? If I still want to make any change here, I can simply do my account dot underscore balance is equal to, suppose I want to become rich and I want to say my balance is some 10 lakh rupees. Okay, is this 10 lakh? 10 lakh rupees. Okay, still it is working. I can come here and I can just say that my account dot balance, it is 10 lakh. So I'm able to change it. Even though it is a protected variable, we are able to change it because I told you that it is only a convention. Okay, it is not technically stopping you. Then what can we do more? We can make it a private variable. I told you public variable, protected variable, and private variable. So private variable means that I will add one more underscore here, double underscore. If I add a double underscore, then this becomes a private attribute. Now, private attribute cannot be accessed outside directly. Just like how we are accessing it here directly, we just added one underscore. We will not be able to access it directly. Okay. You will see here that if I just come here and if I do my account dot dict, what was it? See here, we are having this underscore balance here. It is being shown. Okay, so that's why we are able to access it. Although we should not access it, but we are able to access it. Okay, fine. So what I'm saying next is that we can create it a private attribute. Private attribute means adding two underscores. So if I add two underscores, then if I come here and if I make the change everywhere, okay. See, now I have made the change everywhere. Now if I come here and if you see, if I come here and if I try to access, suppose if I do a double underscore here, you see I'm still getting an error. It says that bank account object has no attribute double underscore balance. We are not able to access it. But this double underscore balance is there. I have added it. Then how are we not able to access it? What is the reason?
Yes, private, that is.
It is private. But technically in Python, nothing is private.
Mm-hmm.
We will be able to access it, but we are not able to access it directly. So what Python does is it is called as, you'll see, it is called as name mangling. Okay, in private variable, we can't access the private attributes directly, but because of name mangling. Okay. But it is possible to access it if we want. So what does it mean if we want? If we understand how Python is making it private, then we will be able to access it. So for that, we should go and we should see what is the dictionary or what is the namespace of my account. So if you come here and if you see, we created just underscore underscore balance. But what Python has done, Python has changed this variable to bank account underscore underscore balance. Okay. So what Python has done is that it is saying that if you are adding attribute balance like this, then you will not be able to access it even if it is present. Why? Because Python has internally changed it to bank account underscore underscore balance. Now you will be able to access it. So this is called as name mangling. It helps prevent someone access the private attribute. So class name will be added, underscore class name will be added in front of that attribute as a prefix. And after adding that prefix, the name of the attribute has changed. So when the name of the attribute has changed, it will prevent someone from accessing it. But if someone wants to access it, they will be able to access it. Okay. Did you guys understand?
Sir, one more question. Then, what is the use of the protected? Because we are always able to access.
What is the
But what is the benefit of the protected attributes? So
indirectly it
we
is
are
stopping you. Indirectly it is stopping you.
so indirectly we are not able to access outside, right?
Hmm.
With the help of the protected. But is it is accessible in Python? Then what is the use of the feature?
There are other ways.
Well,
If you want to completely stop it, there are other ways. Okay. But
mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
the outside person may not know the name of the class also.
Yeah, this point I'm clear. For the
Hmm.
private part, you can access the class prefix class name. Okay, underscore balance. It is other way, alternative way.
Hmm.
But protected, it can be accessible, right? But the concept
Protected
wise,
can be accessed. Yes. Yes.
yeah, without class as well, it can be
Yes.
accessible
Yes.
outside.
Yes. It can be accessed. But
Yeah,
it is the
but
indication, but it is the convention that you should not do it. But if you want to do it, you can do it.
Yeah, then maybe it does not meet our feature, our concept. That's why I'm asking for the protected. Because just hype and balance is working, right? When we access outside as well.
No, it is, that's not the thing. If you want to make it private, you add double underscore, but adding a single underscore, it is
Mm-hmm.
a convention. What is the purpose of convention? Purpose of convention
Okay.
is to convey to some other. Suppose you are writing some code.
Okay.
Okay, you are writing a code and you have added some private or protected variable. Okay, someone else is using your code to write their own code. Correct? So when someone else is
Yes.
using your code to write their code, it is an indication for other programmer to not access that private or protected attribute outside of the class.
Okay. Just indication only.
It is an indication. That's what I told you. It is a convention or an indication only. If you want to make it
Mm.
private, then you add double underscore. But then also it is not truly private. But to a lot extent, it will prevent the usage or misusage of that.
Mm. But it does not fulfill the security of this case, no?
Not fully.
Maybe we can, yeah, not fully, yeah.
Not fully.
They know the class name, they can easily access it, the
Yes.
values, and they are updating
Yes.
the values.
Yes.
It's not
Yes.
full security. Yeah.
Not full. Yeah. So if you want to do that, then we use getter and setter methods. So we use a property decorator. Maybe we will talk about that if we get time later. Okay. We use a property decorator and we define some getter and setter methods. In those getter and setter methods, you can add some authentication. That is possible. I will talk about that if we get time little bit later.
Hello, sir. Excuse me. Am I audible?
Encapsulation is clear. Hello.
Hello. Hello, sir. Am I audible? Hello.
Yes, please tell me, sir.
हाँ यस सर सर ये पूछना था मुझे कि यहाँ पे अभी एक जगह एरर आ रही थी जब हमने वो लगाया था अंडरस्कोर। तो ये पूछना था कि अगर अंडरस्कोर लगाने पे एरर आ रही है तो फिर मतलब एक तो सिक्योरिटी तो है लेकिन फिर हम रन कैसे करेंगे मतलब प्रोग्राम को।
कहाँ पे एरर आ रही है? कहाँ एरर आ
अभी
रही है?
जब पे सर आपने जब वो लगाया था अंडरस्कोर तो एरर आ रही थी उसके बाद अभी बीच में जहाँ पे हमने एक बार अंडरस्कोर एक
एरर
लगाया।
अंडरस्कोर एरर इसलिए आ रही थी क्योंकि नाम तो चेंज कर दिया हमने, बैलेंस। ठीक है, तो पहले जब बैलेंस था तो मैं ऐसे एक्सेस कर रहा था ना, माई अकाउंट डॉट बैलेंस। तो इसमें तो एरर आएगा ना, क्योंकि बैलेंस तो अब नहीं है ना, बैलेंस को हमने सिंगल अंडरस्कोर चेंज कर दिया था।
अच्छा यस।
तो एट्रीब्यूट तो ये है ना, तो एक्सेस तो ये करना पड़ेगा ना। अभी नहीं हो रहा है क्योंकि अभी डबल अंडरस्कोर डाल दिया है। तो डबल अंडरस्कोर डालोगे तो आप नहीं आएगा, क्योंकि डबल अंडरस्कोर तो प्राइवेट है, तो आपको ऐसे करना पड़ेगा।
अच्छा
ठीक है, वो
तो
एरर
आपको
इसलिए आ रहा था कि मैंने वेरिएबल नहीं चेंज किया था, इसीलिए आ रहा था वो एरर।
sir, one thing like how protected variable behave in inheritance. Let's say we created this private variable, like we have like three classes A, B, C, and B and C are inherited class from A, and we created this variable
हम्म
in class C. Will
विच वन?
class like this balance variable make it private in a, let's say for example class C, which is inherited from class A. So whether we
एक
are
मिनट एक मिनट एक एक मिनट, तो समझ जो आप
sure.
पूछ रहे हो उसको समझ, अच्छा क्वेश्चन पूछ रहे हो। हाँ, आप बोल रहे हो कि एक क्लास ए है, ठीक है, इसमें एक इनिट बना
इसमें
दिया,
जी
ठीक है,
and
और इसमें कोई
not
प्रॉपर्टी डाल दी, सपोज
have inherited like
सैलरी डाल।
inheritance of the class, inheritance not definition not function, मैंने यूज
कर
किया
रहे
जी
एक मिनट, ये यहाँ पे क्लास ए बना दी, इसमें मैं एक्टेड बना दिया, ठीक है। अब दूसरा क्लास आप बोल रहे हो क्लास बी है, जो क्लास ए से इनहेरिट कर रहा है,
यस
ठीक है, इसमें क्या करना है?
में आपने कोई भी रैंडम बनाया वेरिएबल एंड अब इसके अंदर हमने एक प्राइवेट वेरिएबल डिफाइन कर देते हैं हम लोग कोई भी
किसके, बी के अंदर?
बी के अंदर
क्या प्राइवेट वेरिएबल डिफाइन करे, बताइए।
लेट्स से फॉर एक्सपेंस।
एक्सपेंस, ठीक है, उसके बाद यहाँ पे एक्सपेंस
अब
ले
जो
लेते हैं यूजर से,
जी
ठीक है, ठीक है, अब बताइए।
अब हमें करना है कि जो वेरिएबल हम बनाने क्लास बी के लिए और हमें एक्सेस करना है आप
हम्म
इसको डबल मतलब अंडरस्कोर कर दीजिए एक्सपेंस को तो ये प्राइवेट हो जाएगा यहाँ पे।
एक्सपेंस को डबल अंडरस्कोर कर दिया, ठीक है,
जी जी, तो प्राइवेट हो गया यहाँ पे।
ये
नाउ
प्राइवेट हो
क्या
गया,
हम
ये
जी जी अब हम क्लास बी
ये
के
प्राइवेट हो
ऑब्जेक्ट
गया और ये
जी
प्रोटेक्टेड हो गया, ठीक है। अब
ये प्रोडक्ट
ठीक है, अब
अब हम क्लास बी के वेरिएबल को एक्सेस करना है कोई भी हम ऑब्जेक्ट या फिर बना लेंगे वेरिएबल जिससे हम क्लास बी के कोई भी मेथड को करें एक्सेस।
क्लास बी को, सपोज हमने क्लास बी का ऑब्जेक्ट बना दिया जो बी का ऑब्जेक्ट है, ठीक है,
जी
और उसमें हमने एक्सपेंस दे दिया सपोज 10,000, ठीक है।
यस
तो अब आपको एक्सेस करना है, तो बी डॉट एक्सपेंस करोगे तो नहीं आएगा, बी डॉट अंडरस्कोर अंडरस्कोर एक्सपेंस करोगे तो भी नहीं
वो भी नहीं
आएगा।
आएगा।
क्या
बस बी
क्लास का मेथड, क्लास का नाम पड़ता
हम लोग करेंगे
है,
अंडरस्कोर बी अंडरस्कोर एक्सपेंस, देन उसके बाद आएगा बिकॉज उसने क्लास नेम ऐड कर लिया, राइट।
क्लास नेम ऐड
अब
कर दिया, बस ये वेरिएबल को आप समझो कि आपने ऐसे
हम्म,
डाला हुआ है, बस इतना सा है, ठीक है। उसके बाद और बताइए।
अगर इसमें हम एक और फ्लेवर ऐड करते हैं कि हमने
अब आप
क्लास
अगर,
सी, जी
हाँ क्लास सी बना दिया, ठीक है,
सी बनाई जो हमने एक्सटेंड की क्लास बी से।
क्लास बी से, तो आप पूछ रहे हो कि अगर इसमें हमें अगर एक्सपेंस
हम्म,
यूज करना है, सपोज सपोज यहाँ पे हमने
जी
पास डाल दिया, हमने एक सी का क्लास बना दिया, ठीक है,
हम्म,
सी का क्लास बना दिया, तो सी में हमें एक्सपेंस डालना पड़ेगा क्योंकि बी से पास है, तो डेफ इसका एक इनिट मेथड लिखना पड़ेगा सेल्फ, और इसमें हमें
ओके
एक्सपेंस लेना पड़ेगा, ठीक है? और यहाँ पे हमें सुपर कॉल करना पड़ेगा जो हमने सीखा था, ठीक है। आप एक क्वेश्चन जो पूछ रहे हो शायद वो ठीक से नहीं पूछ पा रहे हो, मैं उसको मैं समझ गया, मैं बताता हूँ आपको, ठीक है। सेल्फ डॉट इनिट, और यहाँ पे हमें एक्सपेंस पास करना पड़ेगा, ठीक है। तो ये हमने पास कर दिया, हमने सी का ऑब्जेक्ट क्या हो गया, एक्सपेंस है, तो सुपर डॉट इनिट सी इज सुपर डेफ इनिट सुपर डॉट इनिट एक्सपेंस, सी इनिट मिसिंग, अच्छा यहाँ पे एक्सपेंस नहीं दे रहे ना, एक्सपेंस इज इक्वल टू सपोज 5,000 डाल दिया, ठीक है। तो अब सी डॉट, अगर हम लोग एक्सपेंस करेंगे तो यहाँ तो हमें नहीं मिलेगा, तो सी का एक्सपेंस अगर हमें एक्सेस करना है तो कैसे एक्सेस करेंगे, ऐसे ही एक्सेस करेंगे, बिकॉज इट
ओके
इज अ
तो
प्रोटेक्टेड वेरिएबल ऑफ बी क्लास, दैट्स वाई
हम्म,
बी विल बी एडेड इन फ्रंट ऑफ इट, इट डजेंट मैटर दैट यू आर कॉलिंग इट इनसाइड सी, इट वॉज डिफाइंड, इट वॉज डिफाइंड इनसाइड बी, देयरफॉर द क्लास नेम विल बी बी। तो यहाँ पे आके आप सी का नेम स्पेस आप देख लो, आपका डाउट क्लियर हो जाएगा।
हम्म,
क्या हो गया, यहाँ पे यू सी हियर मेन सी डॉट इनिट, यहाँ पे नहीं है डी, इसका
हम्म,
हेल्प 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 करो आप सी में, यहाँ पे देखो, यहाँ पे आ रहा है क्लास सी विच इज इनहेरिटिंग फ्रॉम बी, यहाँ पे मेथड रेजोल्यूशन ऑर्डर है, इसके बारे में हमने बात नहीं किया, वो बाद में देखेंगे, ठीक है। इनिट एंड कहाँ है, हेल्प सी, यहाँ पे आना चाहिए, इनिट डिक्ट, यहाँ पे आ क्यों नहीं रहा, डेटा डिस्क्रिप्टर्स
Yeah.
डिक्ट इनहेरिटेड फ्रॉम ए,
Yeah. So in the C class, we have private variable, right? It's not accessible outside. But
which one C,
no, C class,
C
right?
does not have,
C,
C does not have any variable,
it's a public variable, right? C, no,
which
no,
one,
doesn't have any variable. Yeah, doesn't have any variable.
doesn't have any
But
variable,
it is invoking on the class B.
class
Class
B,
B, that is a private. We are not able to access, right?
we will be able to access if you prefix underscore B.
Okay, okay. Got it. So suppose in the class B we have one single underscore. Expense is the product and means are we able to access it? Line number seven. Line number
Okay, so
seven.
you're saying
We can
that
sell.
this, you're saying the expense is there. If you make it single underscore, then what happens?
Yeah, yeah. Can we access it right? In the from
You will be
the
able to access
current.
it. You will be able to
Yeah.
access it. You will be able to access it.
Oh,
Okay.
okay,
Now you
okay.
will, now see, I think what he was trying to ask one question here, and even if he was not trying to ask, that is a good question, is that
Mhm.
if you are using a private variable, if you are using a protected variable, it will be overwritten if it is overwritten, if it can be overwritten, it can be overwritten by child class. Okay, what do I mean by that? Suppose the example that he was giving is A, B, and C. Suppose here I'm adding in B, I'm adding, suppose this is salary, okay? So here I'm saying for some reason that self dot salary is equal to something, suppose 10. Okay. So when you come to B, and if you override this underscore salary, then it will be overridden.
Okay, it can be overwritten, protected.
Okay.
Okay.
It will be overridden. But if you come here, see, this is interesting. If you come here and if you say again say self dot underscore underscore expense is equal to suppose 3000. Okay. Then this will not be overwritten. Why?
Oh,
Because
private.
it is not self dot underscore underscore expense. It is actually, this is a different variable, although it looks same, but it is a different variable. It is actually underscore C underscore underscore expense. And this variable is actually underscore B underscore underscore expense. Okay. So these two variables are present. Both these variables will be present inside C. It's not that this will be overwritten. This is something you have to keep in mind because the prefix that is added is the name of the class. Because of that, these two variables are becoming different. I did not want to get into this, but because you have asked, I'm explaining this. So if you
Okay,
run
got it.
this,
Okay.
if you run this, and if you come here, and if you look at C dot underscore B underscore underscore expense, you will get 5000. And if you do C dot underscore C underscore underscore expense, then you will get 3000. So both the expense is present inside this one. But if you do self dot underscore salary is equal to 40,000, okay, then this salary will be overwritten. Because
Okay,
this is
yeah,
just
10 is
underscore salary, this is also underscore salary, they will override each other. But this underscore underscore expense and this underscore underscore expense, they will not override each other.
over. So,
This
so
is one simple.
even though if it is a public as well, it is overwritten, right? Public and protected both.
Public will be obviously overwritten only.
Okay, got it.
Understood? All of you are clear, guys?
Yes, sir.
Anyone having any doubt in this? What is encapsulation? So if someone is asking you what is if someone is asking you, it's a very common interview question also. Can you explain the 4 pillars of OOPS that we have learned? Okay. Inheritance, polymorphism, abstraction, and encapsulation. Right now, you will not appreciate these things much because you don't have much practical experience. But as in how you grow as programmers and when you will start writing code, and if you pay attention, you will see what the beauty of all these things. That how these are coming into picture. Especially, not especially, all 4 of them. Okay. So can someone quickly tell me what is the main purpose of inheritance?
Reusability.
Reuse the code and avoid redundancy. Okay. Or you can say dry principle. Do not repeat yourself. What is polymorphism? Same method can have different behavior. For example, if you create a cat class, I gave you example, tiger, lion, jaguar, cheetah, all of them are cats. If you say make sound on all of them, they will all behave differently, although the method is same. I gave you example of that UPI payment example also. Okay. What is abstraction? In a few words, if you have to explain abstraction, what does it mean? Don't have to give me a textbook definition. Okay. Nobody's expecting that. But what did you understand from abstraction?
Hide the actual implementation.
Hide the implementation.
Yes.
It's not even hide the implementation. Okay. It's focus on interface. Okay.
Focus on.
And you can say not focus on also, you can say show the interface. I don't like to use the word hide. That's okay. It's just preference. Show the interface and okay, let us say hide the implementation. Okay, but it's more about
can
you
we
thinking. Okay, it's more about
can
thinking that
can we
whenever we
say
write
as
code, hmm,
no, can we say as the concrete method? Abstraction is another name.
I'm talking about the concept, not how it is implemented. What is abstraction? How it is implemented?
No,
It is implemented using concrete method and abstract method. All that is fine.
yeah,
Okay,
correct.
but on a general level, for a layman to understand. And what is encapsulation?
Hide the information based on the access modifier.
Access modifier you can use. You can say protect the attributes and methods bundled inside the class. Okay, many times people will give you example of capsule. You have eaten one capsule, no? There is one capsule, and inside the capsule there is actual medicine. So you eat the entire capsule. Everything that is needed is protected inside that. So that is also one example many times people will give. But I think a better example is this salary and bank account example that I've given you. But high level understanding of what are these four pillars, what do they mean, where are they applicable? Anyone having any doubt? Manpreet is saying don't include
Yeah,
background details. See, background details are there. We have to include it. Just that the user should not see it. Mustafa is saying my voice is lagging. Guys, is my voice not okay? If it is not okay, then
yeah,
I can't do
yeah.
anything.
It is okay,
Sometimes it's
sir.
taking, sometimes screens also got
Uh,
freeze.
since few hours there is no power in my house, and uh, um, this thing is taking time.
It's
Means I'm
entirely
using my
happening
phone
in
network, which
Bangalore
is
only,
not very
actually.
good. Huh?
It's entirely happening in Bangalore, actually.
It used to happen in Bangalore, but now I'm in not in Bangalore. I'm in Hyderabad. Here also same problem is.
Oh, okay,
What
okay.
to
Here
do? I
it's
have to
same problem.
buy some backup. Guys,
Sir,
anyone having any doubts or
yeah,
questions?
yeah,
Hmm.
can abstraction have the
Tell me,
both
sir.
method, right? It's not only mandatory to define the high level method. I think abstract method only. It can have both method, right? Concrete and abstract both
Yes,
in the
yes,
abstraction. Yeah,
yes, 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 yes. So when I talked
yeah.
about abstraction here, okay,
Mm-hmm.
when I talked about abstraction here, I gave you this, that I'm creating a class called engine, and engine is having ABC, and here I did not make it abstract method. What did I do? Suppose I took this example engine. Engine, if engine has to have accelerate, brake, and pass. So all of these are going to be abstract methods. I don't know why I did not write it here. This will be abstract method. This
Yeah,
will be
that is
abstract
abstract
method.
method.
And
Yeah,
this will also be abstract method. But is it necessary that there will be only abstract method? No, there can be concrete method also. You can write some other method, for example, provide service.
okay, yeah, okay. Just
Okay.
inside the class
So
we can
I can
define
write
anything.
some
Yes.
implement.
Mm.
We can add some implementation here. Add some implementation. Now, anyone who is inheriting from engine ABC, engine class, they have to mandatory write accelerate, brake, and start. They may choose to skip provide service because provide service is not abstract method. Understood?
Mm.
So abstract method can have abstract method also, concrete method also, but it should have at least one abstract method. And how many ever abstract methods are there? All of them are mandatory. All of them are compulsory for children class to implement.
Okay, got it, sir.
Shashwat is saying capsule can also be a good example of abstraction as well. We don't know necessarily have the knowledge of contents, but we know the higher level working of what the capsule does. Excellent. Yes, true. Guys, anyone having any question for anything that we have learned till now, not just OOPS, any previous topic also? We are nearing the end of our Python module. Okay, we will very soon close it, and then we will start with our next section, which will be introduction to DSA. So before we do that, anyone has anything to say, any feedback,
I
or
do have one.
anything you have not understood? Anything you want me to cover again?
Hello,
Yes.
am I audible? So
Yes, please tell me.
yeah, so my question is that for the abstract method, we just
Hmm.
have defined that abstract method and then we are implementing it somewhere, but where we are using it?
Where we are using it?
Yes, let's suppose we
Whenever you
somewhere.
create, whenever you will create an engine,
Yes,
then you will implement it.
okay. So as of now, in this
Hmm.
example, we just have an abstract method that accelerate, brake, and start, and then we are implementing it somewhere in a car.
We'll create one engine somewhere. Okay, let me give you one example. I will explain to you using example. Other people are also asked for abstraction. Okay. Okay. So what should I do? Can someone suggest me some example?
Yes, we can.
Create a car class, Mahindra or something.
Suppose I will create one car example हो गया अभी. Let me create a class called cricketer. Okay. Who gets to be a cricketer? Okay. And I will say that a cricketer is inheriting from ABC class. Fine. And what are the things that should be there in a cricketer? What is the interface of a cricketer? Or you can say that what are the things someone should do in order to qualify as a cricketer?
Batting skills.
They should have batting. They should do bat. Okay. How they should bat, I'm not saying. But I'm saying they should be able to bat. Similarly, they should be able to bowl. And they should be able to field. Okay. So what I'm saying is I'm creating one interface of a cricketer. That when I will press on bat, he will bat. When I press on bowl, he will bowl. When I will say field, he will field. Imagine that you are creating a robot called cricketer. And that cricketer robot will have 3 buttons. Whenever you will press on bat, he will bat. Whenever you will press on bowl, he will bowl. Whenever you will press on field, he will do fielding. Imagine. Okay. How he will bat, how he will bowl, that depends on, you can say, the manufacturer of that robot. So company A is also manufacturing a cricketer robot. Company B, company C, company D, all of them are manufacturing cricketer robots. But for that robot to be accepted, they should have 3 buttons. So I'm enforcing that using abstract method. Abstract method does not have an implementation because I cannot define how he should bat. I am only making it compulsory that he should be able to bat. So I'm creating one interface. I'm not giving implementation. Now, who will give implementation? Implementation will be given by the person who's manufacturing the robot. So suppose I'm having one company. Okay, he's manufacturing an IPL cricket. Okay, so IPL cricketer is also a cricketer. So now he has to bat. So I have to define bat. Okay, so here I will implement it. This is a concrete method. This is a concrete method. We need to add the implementation here. So you can see this is the interface. That's why I was emphasizing so much. This is just interface. There is no implementation. There can be some non-abstract method also, like someone said here. There should be talk. Okay, so it can be a non-abstract method. I can add some implementation. So by implementation, I'm adding one print statement. Hello, I am talking as a cricketer. So here I've added implementation. This is a concrete method. Are you guys able to follow?
One more
Yes,
question
we
is
got it.
like, let's suppose we do
So
have
here
another
let
class.
me add one implementation.
Okay.
One second. Let me add the implementation. I am batting very fast. Sometimes pinch hitting. Okay. Similarly, I have to add bowl. Okay. And I have to add one implementation here. If you want, you can just put also. That is up to you. Fine. But there should be some implementation here. I can say print. I am struggling to bowl in a IPL match. Okay. Similarly, I can add one field method. It's a set, and I can say print. I am trying to save runs in a iron match. Okay. So this is the implementation. And what is the purpose of this ABC class? It is to guarantee that this IPL cricketer is having bat, ball, and field. If I create another class, suppose some other company is coming and they are also manufacturing cricketers, but they are manufacturing test cricketers. So they also, if they are cricketer, which means if they are inheriting from this cricketer, they also to have this bat. Now, how they want robot, that is up to them. That they will decide. Is that no? I'm writing pass here, but actually you should do some implementation. You should put like I am fielding in a test match. Did you understand? Someone was asking. Please continue.
Yes, your voice is breaking a lot, and for me, it's clear now. As of now, we can write that with the help of whichever the class is inheriting that interface. We can write the same function that has been defined in the interface, but which one will interface use means?
Which one will interface use? Matlab?
Oh no, I got it. Got it. I got it. Thank you.
Explain
I,
your question.
नहीं मैं समझ
You
गया
tell me the question. Maybe others will.
I
हाँ
think, yeah,
क्या था आपके
yeah,
दिमाग में? वो तो बताइए.
what
मैं
is he saying mean if the both method are in the same class, right? Child class and parent class. So which method does it go the preference? Am I right?
Always this method because implementation
Child
तो
method
यही है ना.
only.
Implement अगर all forget about abstraction. If the method is present in the class, it will be used.
हाँ like
Uh,
If
suppose
it is
मैं
not
कहीं
present, if it is not present, then only it go to the parent class. But not present का तो सवाल ही नहीं उठता क्योंकि अगर not present होगा तो आप क्लास बना ही नहीं पाओगे.
हाँ समझ गया मैं ये कहना
Tell me,
मैं
what did
मेरा
you
यही
say?
क्वेश्चन था कि मैं कहीं आईपीएल क्रिकेटर यूज कर रहा हूँ तो वो आईपीएल वाला सारा ये पूरा मेथड लेगा बैट बॉल और फील्ड और टेस्ट क्रिकेटर यूज कर रहा हूँ तो ये बैट बॉल और फील्ड इसका वाला लेगा और
इसका
जो
वाला लेगा.
समझ गया मैं।
ठीक, इसका वाला नहीं लेगा तो किसका लेगा? आप सोच
हाँ
रहे
हाँ
होगे कि पेरेंट क्लास का लेगा, लेकिन पेरेंट क्लास का ले नहीं सकता ना क्योंकि अगर यहाँ
हाँ,
ये मेथड होगा नहीं तो आप क्लास बना ही नहीं पाओगे. यही तो काम है इस एबीसी क्लास का
मैं समझ गया
कि वो क्लास
तो
बनाने ही नहीं देगा आपको.
हाँ तो बेसिकली अगर हम देखें तो इंटरफेस इज लाइक एक मुखौटा बना के हम लोगों ने रख दिया और वहां से फिर एक्चुअल इम्प्लीमेंटेशन हम लोग कहीं और कर रहे हैं.
हाँ, यस.
थैंक यू.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sir, I have one more question. So generally we write parent class and child class like this, right? So why do we always create the object for child class? Can we also create the object for parent class, right? Is there any?
In case of abstract method
It's not abstract method.
or
Generally, I'm
normally,
asking. Normally, I'm asking. Generally, we
why?
are always calling the because parent class. There is no usage for parent class for the business. So we
Why
have the
not?
parent class
Why
and
not?
yeah, yeah.
In case
But
of
we.
abstract method, no. Abstract method
Mhm.
cannot be instantiated. Okay, this is the abstract
Mhm.
method. Cricketer. This cricketer class is a abstract class. It
Yes.
cannot be instantiated. And you only think about it that why will it be instantiated? What is the sense of it? What will you get? Because there is no implementation. What will you do? So it cannot
Maybe
be instantiated. First of all,
you
second,
should have the
in
concrete method as well, right? The part of the method is the concrete method from the abstract
even if it is
class.
having concrete method or not having concrete method, if you are inheriting from ABC, you have created this
Mm-hmm.
class, right? Cricketer. I don't know if my voice is coming. You guys might be having a bad experience. I'm sorry about it.
No, 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 no. What
So
I'm
you can see
asking, but
here, right?
yeah, your voice is,
If you
I think,
create,
it's breaking.
if you create this cricketer class, it will not allow you.
Mm-hmm.
That is one thing. Normally we can do it. Normally not do it. I've given you this example here. This payment wala example I've given, right? Or not payment wala example. This human and student and all those examples I gave you. You can create parent class also, child class also, everything, whatever you want, however you want, you can create.
Sorry, can you repeat 1 second the concept again? Cricketer equal to cricketer. Why is not showing some error? Can you explain once more? What's,
I will write
the
here.
yeah.
Wait. An abstract class cannot be instantiated. We cannot create an object from an abstract class. Okay.
Okay.
There is no need to create object of abstract class because it does not
Yeah.
have, because it has only abstract methods. Now you say, okay, it need not have only abstract methods. There can be some concrete method also. Even then, this is this this cricketer class that we have created. This is just an interface.
Okay.
It
Even
is
though
just
it
like
has
it is just like a design or a blueprint or a
got it.
definition of what a cricketer should be.
Got it. Okay. So yeah, however, it has the concrete
Got it?
method
That's why we are getting
as
this.
well.
That's
We
why
are
we are
not
getting
able.
this error.
Got it.
It says can't instantiate abstract class without an implementation for abstract class. Anyone else having any other question? Guys, we'll finish the we'll cut short this lecture. Okay, we will try to see tomorrow. We'll extend it a little bit, or otherwise we'll take some half an hour some other time. Okay, today we'll
Hello,
short.
sir.
I don't, because my voice is breaking. I don't want to continue today.
Hello, sir.
Hello, sir.
Uh,
But if someone has any questions, we can discuss.
Sir,
Sir, if the cricketer class is abstracted and down you have defined the IPL cricketer class, and the IPL cricketer class is inheriting from this cricketer class, then what is the property of this cricketer class it is inheriting, this IPL cricketer, or it is not inheriting anything, it is just taking those functions only which are abstracted?
It is inheriting. Okay, what is the purpose? What is the meaning of this inheriting from cricketer? It means
Yes, sir.
it means that IPL cricketer should be a cricketer. Is a cricketer. I told you the inheritance that we are modeling is a relationship. Is a cricketer. Now, what is a cricketer? The definition of cricketer, mandatory or definition, or you can say mandatory conditions to be fulfilled to qualify as a cricketer. If I go and if I say that I am a cricketer, will someone believe that I am a cricketer? No. In order to call myself a cricketer, I should know how to bowl, I should know how to field. If I don't do these three things, then I cannot be a cricketer. Right? So IPL cricketer, inheriting from cricketer means IPL cricketer should also be a cricketer. In order to be a cricketer, it has to bat, has to bowl, has to field. Now has to means mandatory, compulsory. How is that compulsory coming? That compulsory is coming from this cricketer class. Why it is coming from this cricketer class? Because this cricketer class is inheriting from ABC. What is ABC? We enforcing that any class inheriting from cricketer should implement all the abstract methods that I have defined. If they don't define it, then
Yes, sir. Then this abstracted class cricketer that has another concrete method that is called talk. So, is that any value it is means inheriting to the IPL
it is
cricketer?
acting
It
like
is
a parent, it is acting like a normal method. For example, I create this cricketer class. Okay, I cannot
sir. Actually, your
instantiate
voice
it.
is
I
breaking,
created this.
so I missed some part. Can you
Uh,
please repeat? I'm sorry, sir.
One second.
Sir,
I will tell.
yes.
I will tell. Okay.
Yes,
So
yes.
create this IPL cricketer. You are saying that what is the need for this talk?
Yes, sir. Yes. Yeah.
This is your question. This is a
Yes,
normal
sir. Yes.
method. If I create
Yeah.
IPL cricketer and if I come here and I get IPL cricketer called okay, and Shuman is a IPL cricketer. Okay, and then I can come here and I can say one dot talk. It will say hello, I am talking as a cricketer. If you want to override it, you can override it. There's a choice here.
Okay.
That concrete method may or
Yes.
may not be overridden.
Yes. Yes, sir. I
But
understood the
this is the
concept,
abstract
sir.
method.
Yes, sir. Sir, I understood
This
about that,
has to
sir.
be mandatorily overridden. Mandatory overridden because it is abstract method.
Yes, sir. So then,
So in the
then
child class, if you don't put talk, that is okay. But to put.
Sir, voice is breaking. Can you repeat again, sir? Just this means this in the previous line.
I'm saying that in abstract class, if you have concrete method,
Yes.
if you have concrete method, that concrete method you may or may not choose to override.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
आप चाहो
Understood.
उसको फिर से डिफॉल्ट चाइल्ड क्लास में चाहे मर्जी मत करो,
Okay, sir. Okay. Understood, sir.
नॉर्मल बिहेव करेगा, लेकिन जो बाकी है इनको आपको कंपलसरी ओवरराइड करना है.
Yes, sir, yes. Then the sir,
ये
then
ये
the understanding. Then the sir understanding is that if a class is abstract class, then the which methods are clearly abstracted. When we are creating another inherited class, that method definitely should have the definitions in inherited class. But there is
Exactly.
no if there is any concrete method present in the abstracted class, it should be reflect in the abstracted class, or it should not be reflect in the abstracted class.
May or may
That
not
much
be your
may
choice.
not. Yes, sir. Sir, understood the
Correct.
clearly, sir. Thanks a lot. Sir. Thanks.
मेरा पावर आ गया है. Just give me 2 minutes. My Wi-Fi will come to power in just 1 minute. Anyone is having any other question? Otherwise, we'll take a break.
Sir, I have general one more question. You have taught about this concept, class method, static method. On which situation do we need to prepare those? I got the concept of how did he define it, but on what scenarios are we going with those kind of approach? The static method and class method. But instance method, there are three methods, right? And we got the meaning of this. The problem is that on what scenario can we go to prepare the corresponding method? I think it's maybe internet is on.
You hear me?
Yeah, we are able to hear you. Yes.
Okay. Fine. We'll take a break for 10 minutes, then we'll continue. Okay.
All right.
We'll take a break. In the meanwhile, my internet will become stable. Sorry for getting disconnected. We will take 10 minutes break. Okay.
All
It's
right, sure.
5:20, 5:22. We'll be back at 5:30. Okay. I will be
Okay.
here. If someone has any questions, you can ask me. But I will just try to set up the Wi-Fi. I'll switch. So I might go. But if you have any questions, you can ask me.
Yeah, so I asked the question, just reiterating the same question, sir. We have learned the concept, two concept, right? The class method and the static method.
Understood.
And
Understood. Class method, static method, examples we will take.
yeah, but on my question is that on what scenario can we think it about to go that method in real time? So we
I
have
will
three
tell you.
method.
I'll tell you. I understood.
Yeah, yeah.
We will take example and we will understand what is the requirement for all three, where to use which one.
Yeah, right. And which requirement we can go to prepare this and which requirement that should be easy to remember that. Yeah.
Ishan Oriental. Hello guys, can you hear me?
Yes, yes.
Is the voice okay now?
Voice and video both.
Yes,
Okay,
sir.
cool.
It's perfect.
Cool. We'll start in 2 minutes. We'll wait other people to be back. Huh. In the meanwhile, anyone else has any other question, you tell me. Static method and class method ka example, but we have discussed the static method and class method. No, I gave you a lot of examples last time also.
No, it is understand, but my
Hmm.
question is that on what requirement can we go ahead with that? That is we wanted to simulate on those. So otherwise, if there is any one requirement, can we apply on all the things?
See,
Is there
static
any?
method. See, static method is very simple. Static method is very simple. When you are writing a method that does not need self, like a utility method, if you are writing,
Mm-hmm.
like a utility method we are writing, in that case, you can make it a static method. If that method can exist outside of your class,
Yes, that is a static method.
then it is a static method. Why we are putting, if you will say that, sir, if it can exist inside outside of a class, then why we are putting inside the class? We are putting inside the class because of logical bundling. It has
Mm-hmm.
some connection to the work that you are doing inside class. That's why we are putting it. That is
Okay.
a static method. And what is a class method or class attribute? Class attributes are those attributes which belong to every single instance of the class. And class method is simply a way to change those class attributes. So don't worry about class method. Worry about class attribute.
Oh, the video is hanging. So I don't know.
Hello,
Yes, sir. We are able to
guys.
hear you.
I'm
Yes, sir.
I'm stopping today's session because power is really causing a lot of problem. It again went off. Okay, so we'll
Sir,
continue the session tomorrow. There's no need for
okay.
discussing today.
Sir, can you please clear my one doubt, sir, as I have mentioned in the chat?
1 second, guys. We are stopping today's session. If you want to leave, you can leave. Anyone has doubts, you can stay. Okay, I'll stay for 10 more minutes because my phone's battery is also dying after some time. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, fine. What is the question, sir? Tell me. When are we going to start DSA topics? Have you joined today's first time? Have you joined the class? We'll start it. We'll start it either in 1 or 2 classes. We have to first go through the basics of Python. We have to understand that, right? We'll start it maybe tomorrow, maybe in the next to next class. Anyone else has any question related to the topic?
Sir, one question is related to, sir, lambda function, sir, that why we are using lambda function everywhere, like we are using sorted function. So in sorted function, there is a key attribute. So how lambda function is important, sir? That is my doubt.
Why? How lambda function is important?
हाँ ये सर मतलब उसमें क्या क्या है सर मतलब कि वो क्योंकि हम उसको हर जगह यूज कर रहे हैं लाइक इन अरेंजिंग आल्सो और इन सर डिफरेंट फंक्शंस.
मैं समझा नहीं आपका क्वेश्चन. मतलब उसको यूज कर रहे हैं, आपको मालूम है कि कहाँ यूज कर रहे हैं? फिर
हाँ यस
डाउट क्या
सर.
है? फिर डाउट
हाँ
क्वेश्चन क्या है?
मतलब सर क्वेश्चन ये है कि मतलब वो इम्पोर्टेंट क्यों मतलब हर जगह उसको मतलब उसका यूज हर जगह कैसे है मतलब ये चीज नहीं समझ आई मुझे.
लैम्डा फंक्शन एक एनोनिमस फंक्शन होता है, एक फंक्शन को लिखने का तरीका होता है, ठीक है। It is like someone is saying it is like a use and throw function, correct? It is like a use and throw function. एक बार हमने डिफाइन किया, हमको एक जगह यूज करना है उसको, ठीक है। एक जगह ही जब यूज करना है तो उसको जहां यूज करना है वहां यूज करके उसको डिस्कार्ड कर देंगे। आप चाहो तो लैम्डा फंक्शन ना भी यूज करो, वो एग्जांपल मैंने दिया था यहाँ पे, ठीक है। यहाँ पे जब सॉर्टेड हम लोग यूज कर रहे थे कि ये जो जैसे ये जैसे लैम्डा फंक्शन हमने लिखा है, इज द स्क्रीन विजिबल?
यस सर।
जैसे यहाँ पे हमने ये फंक्शन लिखा है, तो आप चाहो तो इसको लैम्डा मत लिखो, आप इसको नॉर्मल भी लिख सकते हो। लेकिन नॉर्मल लिखोगे तो आप उसका नाम दोगे, एक जगह डिफाइन करोगे, फिर उसको कॉल करोगे। उसकी जरूरत नहीं है, आप यहाँ पे डायरेक्टली लैम्डा फंक्शन लिख सकते हो, इसको आपको डिफाइन या कॉल करने की जरूरत नहीं है। तो ये एक एनोनिमस फंक्शन या एक यूज एंड थ्रो फंक्शन, जैसा कि कन्हैया सिंह जी चैट में बोल रहे हैं, ये एक यूज एंड थ्रो फंक्शन है। तो ये इसलिए इंपॉर्टेंट है जब आपको छोटे छोटे फंक्शंस लिखने होते हैं, जिसमें सिंगल लाइन में आप उसको डिफाइन कर सकते हो, उसमें कोई बहुत ज्यादा लॉजिक नहीं है और वो एक ही जगह यूज होना है, तो आप वहां पे उसको लैम्डा फंक्शन बना सकते हो। Shashwat is saying, can we say that it saves memory as well to some extent? Yes, you can say that. समझ में आया सर जी?
यस सर। हाँ यस।
ठीक है, anyone else has any question? Okay, then we'll stop here for today and we'll continue tomorrow. Okay, चलो, thank you guys, bye.
Thank you.